So I want to tell you a Maisa Shahaya, the Shabbos, reflections of this past week's Parsha, which we were trying to focus on Koyach HaTfilah, davening really from the heart. So there's Rabbeinu Bachye, very important Rabbeinu Bachye, in Shmois, on the Pasuk Vatal Shavosam El Elokim, that when Klal Yisrael were in Mitzrayim, their plea went to the Rabbeinu Shalom, and that was the clincher. That's what really set forth the redemption of Klal Yisrael. So Rabbeinu Bachya says a very, very powerful statement. He says that's what happened in the past, and as we say that the Geula is going to be Shenis, is going to be exactly the same Geula. The first Geula, the second Geula is going to be exactly the first Geula. That means that to get out of this bitter Golus, we need Vital Shavosam El Elokim. We need to plead. We need to beg to the Boyer Olam. So I'm walking Shabbos morning around 7:30. Down for shape, and a beautiful looking Yerushalmi Yid with his Yerushalmi garb. Porsche, I didn't know already reached that Madrega. Long white beard, mamish, looked like a malach. And I'm walking to shul, and he goes, "Oh, Coren." Anyway, he tells me that he's been looking for me, and he never even looks at pictures, but he looked at the bed journal. He recognized my face. And he told me, basically his story was like this. He told me that they used to have someone that would sponsor, they had 50 guys in the Muslim quarter, in Yeshivat Shuvu Banim, that would, from beginning of the night, by tikun, by chatzot, would cry and say the tikun chatzot, and the entire night they would learn. And there was someone that was sponsoring it, about 50 guys, and the sponsorship stopped 2 years ago. And he decided, he said to himself, and it's so real, he said, how is it shaykh? The most important davening, the most important plea that right now we need to do is to cry for the Beis HaMikdash. And you have Yidden, Heilik Yidden we're sitting, and some of them are still sitting, but it's hard for them, of course, to stay up all night, etc. without some sponsorship. So anyway, so they were sitting by the Beis HaMikdash crying. Is there a greater, stronger tefillah? And this is something I heard many years ago from Rabbi Daniel Coren. He said, "How is it possible that taka tikun chatzot?" I was always wondered. Art school, and they did the most amazing thing, but they dropped the tikun chatzot in the beginning of the siddur. Very, very strange. And tikun chatzot is something that really represents the ikka plea, because if we think about it, there are so many tzaras in today's world that no one has no question. So you could daven for this tzara, you could daven for this tzara, and halvai should be our tefillah should be niskabel. But there's one tefillah that really solves everything, and we're entering the month of Tammuz and Av. The fixing of everything is the Beis HaMikdash being rebuilt, is the redemption. You daven that the Beis HaMikdash is not going to be like Beit Sheni with the corruption. There's going to be the Ikar Geula if the Beis HaMikdash is going to be up. So this year told me something also so powerful. It's brought down in the Rebbe from Tush. The Rebbe from Tush says a story of a person named Avram Mikalisk. Avram Mikalisk was a Talmud of the Mazlicha market. And he settled in Tveria. So the story goes that he was in Tveria, he was in Rosh Hashanah. And right before Tkir Shofar, he said, I have to go dip, I have to go into the mikveh. And there's no local mikveh right there. He went to the Kinneret, the beautiful Kinneret. Anyway, he goes to the Kinneret. It took 1 hour, 2 hours. Finally, after 3 or 4 hours, he comes back. Everyone's like wondering what took so long. So this Avram Mikalisk says, I was by the Kinneret, I was ready to dip. We know by Tzadikim it says that they could see the tefillos of Klal Yisrael. He said the Kinneret is known that the tefillos of Chutz La'aretz actually come through the Kinneret and then they go to Yerushalayim. He said, I saw that all the tefillas were stuck in the Kinneret. And the Malach that's in charge of sending the tefillas ahead to Yerushalayim refused to send it. Why? He said, because the Yidden in Chutz La'aretz, who usually are toimech and giving Aniyeh Eretz Yisrael tzedakah, this year they were very lacking. He said, I'm not sending the tefillas. So this Rav Amram said, I fought him and I had to fight him back and forth. And then I promised him, I said, I'm going to create a tremendous Yisraelus in Chutz La'aretz, that this year they're going to give so much more tzedakah. And of course, when the Sar agreed, and he came back, and everything was beautiful. This concept of tefillas specifically even the tefillas of Eretz Yisrael, is something that really we could focus so much more on. And again, it doesn't mean that there is a concept that a person should give tzedakah to Aniyeh Eretz Yisrael, even though in Shulchan Aruch, Aniyeh Yerecha Koidmim. But the Vilna Gaon also says this concept. He says that b'tzedakah tikunani, the Vilna Gaon Kol HaTorah says that the tzedakah that you give to Aniyeh Eretz Yisrael has an effect that's without it you can't build a Beis Hamikdash. B'tzedakah tikunani, that's how we're going to build a Beis Hamikdash. That's how powerful it is. So Havai should be zeicha this week. Perhaps it's the perfect time to start saying tikun chatzot. It's something that we once had in Muncie. We did a gathering of tikun chatzot of all Muncie. Baruch Hashem, we had more 30 or 40 Yidden that came at this son of Noach Marmuk's Yurtzeit. It was very, very special. But this is something that's in the consciousness of every Jew, whether we know it or not, or we think about it. If we just got the Beis Hamikdash here, everything would be gavaldik. Havai.